It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Buffalo Bills. And it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Known for some incredible wings and one of the league's most passionate fan bases. We're just outside of Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they've definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more than likely is going to come away with the win.
Here's Jason Myers to get this one going. And we're off and running from Western New York. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. He stopped on the return at the 27. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. And leading them out, someone who's still the pride of Wyoming University and Fireball, California. One of the league's best and biggest arms, Josh Allen.
We've seen a lot of big arms come and go in the NFL. Few translate that talent, though, into stardom, quite like Josh Allen. It's fun for me on the college football road when I ask these young quarterbacks who they idolize, who they look up to. And just about every big guy that can run says the same thing, Josh Allen, because that skill set is so tantalizing. A player who can rip off a highlight reel play with the pass and just as easy with the down in just about any situation.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. They kick the running back in motion. Here's 2nd and 11. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Running back sent in motion. Allen on 3rd down. Look, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send them off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing them up with a sack, well, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
So on 4th down, on comes Sam Martin to handle the punt for the Bills. And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35. So now it's the Seahawks' turn to take the field for the first time. They're led out by someone amidst their second act as an NFL QB. He was a second-rounder back in 2013, Geno Smith.
When Geno Smith won Comeback Player of the Year, it was really hard to find another comp. You know, the NFL, we love to always compare and contrast guys from different eras or project them moving forward. But there just were not many stories like Geno Smith, who just waited and persevered a decade in the NFL before he flourished. But what came to life finally was just the arm strength, the accuracy, the playmaking ability that was there at West Virginia, and it just took some time and maybe a little love from Pete Carroll at that time to really elevate his confidence and elevate his game. You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once, and especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throwing on 3rd, Smith. He lets a heater go deep middle. He's got it inside the 25. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this, but this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air, and the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Buffalo offense out there for their second drive of the contest. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
So all he needed to see right there before the snap. Defense way overcommitted to stopping the quick pass. Became really easy to hand it off and watch that running back do the rest.
Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's got this complete to James Cook. And they take him down right along the 30.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stopped. Call it no gain, maybe 1 at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Allen on 3rd and 2. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. 3rd down from this distance, Brock. That is a spot you expect your offense to convert, but you also expect your defense to make the stop. This time, the defense won out with a nice interception.
Yeah, in that scenario, it's really like an outfielder in baseball, Kate, right? If you're going to go for it, as a defender, if you're going to just pull the trigger and you're going to go for it, you better make it happen, and you better get that pick. Otherwise, you're giving up a 1st down conversion. He gets the pick, and those defensive coaches and that defense celebrating on the sidelines.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Smith. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he gets him around 6 there. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Walker now from the gun. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Running with Walker again. And he stopped after running it up across the 45 to the 46. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. A play fake. Now Smith to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. From the gun, Smith. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? But it chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
4th down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. Kick is away, and this one might bring rain. Wow, what a kick. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Play action now, Allen. That's complete to Coleman out left. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Connects with Cook. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Allen. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Man in motion, headed right. Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. So good work to help reset those chains.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Again, Allen to the air. Finds Kincaid. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he'll advance this down to the 38-yard line. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
From the 38. Connection made to Coleman. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll come up 1st and 10. This is Cook on the handoff. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Another one for Cook. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Allen on 3rd and short. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Seahawks get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And their goal is going to be doubling that 7-0 lead they have so far. They're out and set, 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
This is Walker on 2nd. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the 1st. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They're looking down a 3rd and 3. Staying with Walker. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Now Smith. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. They give up the gut to Walker. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. On the draw, it's Walker. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Smith on 3rd and long. That's caught for the 1st. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st and 10 from the 41. They'll go with Walker on the counter. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Into the hands of Tyler Lockett. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the 1st.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Smith. Gets this to Fant. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
From the 24. That's a catch. Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Hand off to Walker from the gun. And they make the stop, but a lot closer to the end zone now. He got it to the 11. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Blitz coming for Smith. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks parlay the the interception into points. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Myers to add the PAT. And the extra point is up, and it is good. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And what a great start for their series. He's all the way up close to the 45-yard line before stepping out. The Bills' offense all set for their next drive. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, gotta play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a third consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that.
On first down, Allen. He's on the move. He's gonna tuck it and run.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. Complete to Coleman. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He finds Kincaid. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. From the 37. That's complete to Coleman on the slant. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
First and 10 now from the 30. Allen gonna throw again. Completed to his running back. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Bills first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First down throw for Allen. Pass brought in by Amari Cooper. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
Second and 3 now. To the air again, Allen. This one's caught. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. To throw again, it's Allen. Cut near the goal line. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Again, Allen to the air. He's got it! And in! Touchdown, Buffalo! Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. This return makes it up to the 25. The Seahawks are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. From the gun, Smith. He's got it deep downfield. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now after reeling in the deep shot, though, he looks to be in some pain. Must have been banged up somewhere along that play. We're going to take a pause as he gets worked on. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Looking to throw, Smith. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
From the 35 on second down. Forced out to his right. He's running with it. And he breaks out the slide. Didn't want to take a hit, but he is just shy of the first down marker.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
On third down, Walker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10. Working inside the red zone. This throw is caught. Touchdown, Seattle! 3 touchdown catches in one game is rare air, Brock. Safe to say most guys who retire can name every time they did that here in the NFL.
Yeah, I hope he remembers it, but also remember this. Receivers, they're a dependent position. They're dependent on the guys doing their job up front. They're dependent on the quarterback putting it on the spot. And usually, when you reach a milestone like this, you'd love to share it with everybody else. And my guess, especially if they could find a way to win this one, is this receiver will celebrate it with all of his guys.
Myers to add the PAT. And the kick is good. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And that one is going to go out of bounds. Wow, they're going to get great field position out of this. Some questions already after a disappointing kick return, and the penalty only serves to worsen their starting field position.
Automatic first down.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First and 10. Here's Allen. Connects with Cook. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Working from the gun. It's Allen. Connection made to Coleman. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Allen setting up play action. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target. So 2nd down coming up.
You know, it's tough to succeed a linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
Shakir in motion right. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Coleman with the grab. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. Amendola able to put it through. And that'll get him back to 11. That brings us to the break, and it's the Seahawks taking a lead into that visiting locker room. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll let you and Brock catch your breaths as we welcome the rest of you to our EA Sports Halftime Reports. Both these teams making their way out of the tunnel, and we're ready for the second half. And for the call, we send it back to Kate Scott and the other blonde bomber, Brock Ewer.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Pass now to kick this away. Return coming from the 14. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Seahawks back on offense, led out by Geno Smith. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Walker on first down. And he's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Second down now, 7 to go. A play fake. Now Smith to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that brings up third down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything.
Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet, but there's none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Seahawks bringing out the punt team. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. This is away, and once again, he's caught all of it. Fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Now a give to Cook, running left. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Allen now on first down. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. He was looking for Keon Coleman on that throw. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Man in motion, out of the slot. Back to the air, Allen. Pass complete to Cook. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Allen on 3rd and short. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 27 on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Has it down close. Touchdown, Buffalo. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And now the Bills offense staying out. They're going to go for 2.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Allen going to throw again. He has it. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Man, just great work by the defense there, Brock. The coverage really forced that throw short of the goal line, and then they got downhill to clean that play up.
I love that word right there. You just nailed it, downhill. You throw it short, you allow those defenders with great speed and tenacity to come downhill on you. No chance for the 2 points.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. This is taken in at the 13. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Now an inside give to Walker. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 39. Gets this to Fant. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Connects with Fant.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. Cut by Lockett. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Smith. Flushed out of the pocket. Look at all this time.
What a great play by the defense. Play breaks down, but that defense stays disciplined. Nobody loses control, and they end up stopping him for a loss.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Smith. Getting out to his left. He tucks it and takes off.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, Smith escapes the pocket. He's running for it. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks hold an 11-point advantage. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Myers to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks push the lead up to 12.
Bills 16.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. First and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Allen on 3rd down. Connection made to Shakir. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, headed right. On first down, Allen. Complete to Coleman. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
They put a receiver in motion right. Blitz coming here, Allen. He's on the move. He's gonna keep it this time. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Throwing now on first down, Allen has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Cook trying this one up the gut. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Escapes out to the left. He can run it. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
First down throw for Allen. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Bass on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Kickoff taken at the 13. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Seahawks headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Now Smith. Completed to Lockett. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Christian Benford up to make that stop.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Seahawks with it, currently with a not quite so comfortable lead. Second down now, 7 to go. Smith to the air now. And he's going to be marked down a yard shy of that marker.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Third down, 1 yard to go. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line for second down. Smith dumps it off to his running back. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Smith. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's taken down at the 30. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Walker now from the gun. And they make the tackle at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. From the 28. Complete to DK Metcalf. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he'll push them down to the 6-yard line. Call it 4 yards from there, partner, and still some ground ahead. 2nd and goal coming up.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
The give now to Walker. Launches, and he's got it. Touchdown! The Seahawks stretch it to a 2-score game in the 4th. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
This one is up and good. And the Seahawks push the lead up to 12. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Bills set to take over offensively. And we've seen some matching touchdowns as of late, so the scoring coming at a good clip, Brock. Let's see if they can keep this up.
You know what's fun, Kate? After all of these years, I have friends that are offensive guys, friends that are defensive guys. And my friends watching this one offensively love it. The defensive guys, they're climbing up their walls.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Pass complete to Cook. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. First and 10, here's Allen. Hits his running back. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
2nd and 3 now. Slot receiver headed left. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Rolling into enemy territory. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
Gosh, I love that creativity of the play call. Name of the game is putting the ball in the hands of your best, your playmakers, creating matchups for them to take advantage. And this time, not as a receiver, but as a runner. That is job well done.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Hits him on the out route. And this one doesn't go far. Following that completion, a member of the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. To throw again, it's Allen. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks will get possession up towards midfield as they take the interception up beyond the 40.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
The Seahawks offense running out now. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he runs this up close to midfield at about the 48. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They go play action. Here's Smith. Pass complete to Walker. And he's going to be across midfield close to the 45 before going out. He gets 6 on that play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays on the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
He's out in the clear. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
A play fake. Now Smith to throw. Rolling out to his left. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
Oh, man, those defensive players hate slippery quarterbacks. Near impossible to keep them hedged in or corral them behind the line there. He evades them long enough to turn a potential loss into positive yardage.
2nd and 3 now. A give up the gut to Walker. He cuts it right. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
It's pretty obvious this defense, man, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, you start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Staying with Walker. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Seahawks making a 3-score game in the 4th. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating. And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Seahawks go up by 19. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. And we'll see if they go right back to the passing game here, coming off an interception they threw in enemy territory. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Complete to Shakir. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Cook calls it in. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They kick the running back in motion. On 1st down, Allen. He just throws this one away.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. To the air again, Allen. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
Allen on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And they bring him down around the 34. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Connection made to Shakir. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Buffalo calls it 2nd time out of the half, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. They've got a man in motion. Play action now with Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Allen gonna throw again. Complete beyond the marker. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Scores! Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a James Cook touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock, getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game.
Yeah.
That's well done.
Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Bills shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12. So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And the Seahawks get a hold of the kick. That should just about do it for this game. Even with that kick, there wasn't much chance of pulling off the comeback. And now that they failed to recover, partner, I'd say this one officially over and done with.
They went out taking every chance they could, right? Swinging as much as possible, but you just can't have this big a deficit this late in the game. Pete Carroll likes to say, can you win a game in the 1st quarter, the 2nd quarter, 3rd quarter? Nope. You win it when it matters in this league, and that's finishing in the 4th.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee. Now the Bills use their third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Lining up to take a knee on second down. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
Setting up for the kneel down on third. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Seahawks take this one on the road. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks winners, as we say so long from Buffalo.